Welcome to Santa Barbara for CCL Baseball on the Foresters Network. Today, the Stars will welcome in the San Diego Bombers for a Sunday afternoon matchup and the final game before the All-Star break. Hunter Shoemaker alongside Nate Martin, and we welcome you to Eddie Matthews Field. Well, the Stars, they've had a couple big wins against the Oaks and the Barons, and they look to continue that going today.
Yeah, a couple of big wins that gave them the season series in both of those matchups, and, got it done in different ways. On Friday, it was, kind of a thrilling game back and forth that ended on a walk-off. And then yesterday, pitcher's duel with, a great start from A.J. Crodell, and the bullpen picked up where he left off. Really, really impressive day for the pitching staff. And on the mound today for the Foresters, looking to pick up where his teammates left off, Zach James hoping to make an early impact against the Bombers.
And here is the Bombers lineup leading off at short. Thomas Williams to bat second in center field. Dylan Fishbow. Batting third and at third base, Lucas Bonham. To bat fourth and at first base, Michael Rocha. In the 5 spot in right field, James Derflinger. Batting sixth and in left field, Christian Santiago. In the 7th spot and at second base, Aiden Harrison. Batting 8th, the designated hitter, Min-So Jang. To bat 9th, doing the catching, Griffin Zitko, as Riley Plummer will get the starting pitcher for the Bombers. But a little bit more on Zach James. His third start this season, Nate. He has struck out 17, more strikeouts than innings pitched.
Yeah, he's been really dominant to start his summer. I think, kind of started out early in the pen. And once he established himself there, Bill Pintard didn't really have any other option besides putting him as the starter. His last start was against the Saints last Sunday. Went 5 1/3, allowed a few runs, but good job getting strikeouts, and overall pretty solid day for him. Those were the first runs he's given up all summer long. So
been very solid, 1.72 ERA entering today. 15 2/3 innings pitched this season for Zach James. So here's Thomas Williams to hit from the left side on another gorgeous day from Santa Barbara. A little bit, some heavy cloud cover earlier today and a little bit cooler compared to the games the last couple days. First pitch, and we're underway. Fouled off, strike one on Thomas Williams, who enters today hitting .279.
Yeah, Williams has been one of their best hitters all summer long, especially in the CCL. As you said, they're team leader in average, and a solid guy to have as your leadoff man.
Next pitch is popped up behind the plate and a chance, and it's going to go back into the seats. Actually, falling in foul ground just behind the plate. That is strike two. And we can take a look at the defense today for Santa Barbara. Easton Mumon will be at third, Sawyer Farr at short, Xavier Esker at second base. Caden Miller is at first. Doing the catching today, Vince Gambardella. In the outfield, Mick Paul in left, Terrence Kill in center, Brenton Clark out and right. Great to see Vince back behind the plate.
Yeah, it's always exciting to see him. Usually the bullpen catcher, so the pitching staff's going to be paying close attention to what Gambo does, both defense and in the batter's box.
1-2 the count for Williams. Fishbow and then Bonham scheduled in this opening inning for San Diego. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from James. Inside, 2-2. Santa Barbara playing now in their 30th game this season. 29th official CCL game, and the Bombers, a CCL affiliate, still accountable game to the record and stat sheet. 2-2 to leadoff man. He fights it off. Well done by Williams.
And, the Bombers can give you some close games. The first time these two teams played, Foresters only won 3-0. Great effort by the pitching staff. And really that's where the Foresters have shined against San Diego. They've only allowed one run across 2 games against them.
2-2 to Williams. Strikes him out. 1 down in the first.
And you talked about Zach James' strikeout ability. You saw it right there. Nice job generating swing and miss from one of the top hitters in this lineup.
And you look back to the numbers yesterday, Crodell, 10 strikeouts as a starter through 6 innings. Tumas picked up 1. Another double-digit strikeout performance from this Santa Barbara staff. First pitch swinging for Dylan Fishbow. 0-1. Dylan Fishbow, a former Forester. He with the team last year. Stands in, bases clear, 1 down. Strike 1 pitch on the edge for strike 2.
And it's been tough for Fishbow. It's great for him to get a bigger role on a team in the CCL, but getting below the Mendoza line, a hard time adjusting to this pitching.
0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Back-to-back Ks for James. 2 out in the first.
Went to the breaking ball away that time. And Fishbowl couldn't resist the chase. Strikeout number 2 for James.
2 down. Here is Lucas Bonham. I'm hitting 276 entering today. Batting out of the 3-hole for Scott Stanley. He's going to take a first pitch strike, 0-1.
Really, this is what we've seen from James, ever since he joined the team, his first appearance. Some really nice strikeout numbers. It's changed a bit as he's kind of adjusted more to a starting role, kind of looking to go deeper into games and just trusting his defense a little more, but you still see it as he gets ahead 0-2 thanks to the foul ball.
He's ahead. No balls, 2 strikes on Lucas Bonham. With 2 down, 0-2 pitch to Lucas Bonham. Into right field, it is a base hit. Out there is Brenton Clark and a 2-out knock for the Bombers to continue the inning.
Bonham saw the ball the entire time and just sends it into right center gap. Nice contact and first of a day for the Bombers.
I'm talking about for James, first 3 appearances out of the bullpen, but his first start, which was end of June, quality stuff from him, going 6 innings, no runs, struck out 5, and solidified himself in this rotation for Bill Pintar. That's an opening strike to Michael Rocha, 0-1.
Big thing was, up until this last start against the Saints last week, he hadn't allowed a walk in any of his appearances. Really impressive.
Left side, it is Muma. A little bit of a fumble, goes to second, get the force out, and the side is retired. Through a half, Forster bats coming up next. No score from Santa Barbara.
Lee & Sons Plumbing and Heating is proud to join the Foresters family of sponsors this season. I, Conan, a third-generation owner, was proud to coach for the Foresters for several seasons. Just like the Foresters are champs on the field, Lee & Sons are champs off it. We're experts in every type of plumbing and heating service and repair, from leaks and clogs to heaters and faucets. Strike out your plumbing problems by calling us at 805-965-9586. Lee & Sons, the champions of plumbing and heating. 805-965-9586. Stir it up.
Need a new copier for your office? Coastal Copy is the original copier dealer in the Tri-Counties and your authorized Kyocera dealer, offering complete sales, service, and supplies on a full line of Kyocera Task Alpha digital MFPs. And thanks to the latest in Kyocera mobile and cloud technology, we offer Kyocera's mobile print app, which allows you to access documents through your smartphone or tablet. Call us today to schedule your free assessment and quote.
You'll see a difference because we go the distance.
Call 1-800-995-8835.
No score into the bottom of the first, and here is the lineup put together by Bill Petard for the Santa Barbara Foresters. Leading off at second base, Xavier Esker to bat second. The DH, Cole Chamberlain. Batting third, and at third, Easton Muma. Batting fourth in right field, Brenton Clark. In the 5 spot, center fielder Terrence Kill. To bat sixth, and at first base, Caden Miller. Batting seventh at short, Sawyer Farr. In the 8th spot, doing the catching, Vince Gambardella. Mick Paul will bat 9th in left field, and Zach James, of course, we just saw get the start for Santa Barbara on the hill. But the starting pitcher today, Nate, for San Diego Bombers will be Riley Plummer, his 3rd start of the season.
Yeah, and Plummer, very impressive college season with Doane. But he's having a hard time adjusting to pitching out here in the CCL. He's only gone 4 innings in his 2 starts combined, and the Foresters hoping they can get to him early. He's allowed 4 hits in both contests. His most recent one, a win against the Barons. He also allowed 3 walks, so Foresters hoping to get started early against Riley Plummer.
It'll be Xavier Esker in the top spot in the order for the 3rd straight day. First pitch swinging down the left field line. It's a base hit for Esker. Scooped up out and left by Santiago, and a leadoff knock for Santa Barbara to start the ball game.
I don't think you can start out any earlier than first pitch swinging and a first pitch hit. Xavier Esker starting things off here for Santa Barbara in a great way down that line drive single.
So Esker's aboard. That's going to bring up Cole Chamberlain, serving as the DH today. We can take a look at the defense for the Bombers. Lucas Bonham is at third. Thomas Williams is at short. Aiden Harrison is at second. Michael Rocha at first. Griffin Zitko does the catching. There goes the runner. It's a ball inside to Chamberlain. Good throw, and sliding in safely to second is Xavier Esker. His third stolen base, and continuing in the outfield defensively for the Bombers, Santiago's in left, Fishbow in center, James Derflinger out in right.
Last time these two teams played, the Foresters put 5 runs on the board in the first inning. The stolen bases, being aggressive, and Xavier Esker having a great start to the day here.
That is a 1-0 pitch down from Riley Plummer. 2-0 for Chamberlain.
But it's also, a very different lineup to what we
Yes.
saw, a couple weeks back on that June 21st game. Addison Klepsch was in the lineup. Caleb Hoover was in that lineup. Brady Dallimore and Makani Nabarro and Easton Rowley at the back end were in the offensive order, and don't see any of them in the lineup today.
Last pitch just clipped the edge. 2-1 now for Chamberlain, who enters today just like his counterpart, batting third, hitting .309. Two-one pitch. Into center field, well struck for Chamberlain. Back Fishbow, and will make the grab right in front of the wall. Down to third base Esker, and allowed first out in the opening inning.
A loud first out indeed, but went deep and it almost went out of here. Fishbow had to really extend out and stretch to make the grab. That was a well-struck ball. If it was a couple of degrees warmer, could have left the yard.
So with one away, Esker's down to third. Infield now in for the Bombers. First pitch upstairs for Mumaw. Ball 1.
Chamberlain's been making some really nice contact with the bat recently. Going back to that first out. Had the RBI triple yesterday.
1-1 for Mumaw. And Chamberlain, over the past couple weeks, has been seeing the baseball exceptionally well. It's now 2-1 for Easton Mumaw, and after him, Brenton Clark. And can Easton do what he did yesterday and bring home first run of this game? He brought home the first runs in the third inning against the Barons. 2-1 pitch into left field, shallow. Santiago will move in. Is it deep enough? Esker's going to roll the dice. It's a good throw, and at the plate, he is out. The fly out and then caught out at the plate is Esker, and that is how the inning will conclude. Mumaw the fly out to left, and Esker gunned down at the plate. Great throw from Santiago. Zitko slaps the tag, and through one, we are scoreless in Santa Barbara.
During this time of record market highs and gradual economic recovery, it's essential you have someone you can trust. For 10 consecutive years, the Santa Barbara News Press Reader's Choice Poll has awarded Tremblay Financial Services recognition for the financial guidance they provide their clients. Tremblay Financial Advisors continually educate their clients with new options and financial planning tailored fit to you. For more information or an appointment, call 569-1982 or log on to tremblayfinancial.com.
Securities and advisory services offered through Centaurus Financial Inc., member FINRA and SIPC, a registered investment advisor. Tremblay Financial Services and Centaurus Financial are not affiliated companies. Investing involves risk, including potential loss of principal. No investment strategy can guarantee a profit or protect against a loss in periods of declining values.
Now into the second inning. Scoreless ball game. Some good defense from the Bombers to keep Esker from coming around to score the first run of the game. Zach James will now face 5, 6, and 7. Derflinger, Santiago, and Harrison scheduled for the San Diego Bombers.
But I like that aggression, sending Esker, a guy with a lot of speed, home on that play there. Unlucky it didn't work out for the Sturs.
Strike one on Derflinger, who's rocking the hot pink torpedo bat.
Of course, the Torpedoes bats invented by a former Forester. Seen a couple guys using them this summer for Santa Barbara.
Here comes a strike one pitch to Derflinger. Down the right field line, slicing, and it will fall fair and picked up by Clark. And going to second is Derflinger, and he is out at second. What a throw from Brenton Clark. One down in the second.
What a throw indeed, and what a tag by Sawyer Farr. That just scooped down and get him, and did so. What a defensive effort from the Sturs. And James Derflinger still standing at second. I would get off the bag if I was him. That looked like, I don't think you're going to be able to overturn that call on the field.
And the Forester bullpen was loving that. When the coach is just outside your picture at third base, having a word with the umpires, and Derflinger retreating back to the third base dugout, trying to stretch it for two, thrown out. So base hit starts the inning, but one away, and here is Christian Santiago, one away, and the base is clear. Santiago hitting .258 to start the day. Ball one from Zach James.
Santiago guy Foresters haven't seen yet. Joined the team a little later. His college ball over at L.A. Pierce.
Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Right side, it is Miller. Took a funny hop, and it's going to be the first baseman. No, late. Beating it out is Santiago. Covering was James, and Caden Miller was going to trot over to do it himself. But Santiago was able to beat it out. He's safe.
Into another gear there to beat that. It looked pretty close to me, and maybe a makeup call for the second base out. Couple bang plays on the bases to start out this second inning.
Seen some real interesting plays so far in this one. So that's going to bring up now Aiden Harrison, 1 on, 1 out. Scoreless game in the second. Into center field, Terrence Kill is out there, and it will fall for a single. 3 straight hits for the Bombers. First and second, 1 down in the second inning of play.
They're finding the bat pretty well here. Good start to the second inning despite being 1 down.
Let's go now bring up the DH at the 8th spot, Minso Jang. Not too many plate appearances this season for the DH, only 10. I should say 10 ABs. First and second, 1 down, and a good chance for the Bombers to strike first. First pitch ball to Jang.
Jang, a really cool story, originally from Seoul, South Korea. Then went to IMG Academy for some prep ball, and now at Otterbein University out in Ohio.
Comes a 1-0 pitch from James. That's foul back, 1-1. When you look at the running game this season for the Bombers, they played 15 countable CCL games, have attempted 20 stolen bases. And to put those numbers in perspective compared to what Santa Barbara does, Santa Barbara's played twice as many CCL games. They have attempted 108 stolen bases. Comes a 1-1 pitch to Jang. Popped up. Esker camps out under it, but it'll be an infield fly. 2 down in the second.
Nice job by James bouncing back, forcing some hit ball by Jang for a big out 2.
That's going to now bring up the bottom of the order. Griffin Zitko out of the 9 spot. 3 straight hits. In this inning, Derflinger tried to stretch a single for a double. Was thrown out by Brenton Clark out in right field. Infield single by Santiago and a loop single in the center for Harris. With 2 down, Zitko hitting 200 entering today. But already 4 hits through an inning and 2/3 for the Bombers. It's a very nice arm form of Zach James. First pitch swinging, and one hops it to Sawyer Farr to second to get the force out to end the inning. Well done from James and company to work around 3 hits in the top of the second and through 1.5. No score from Santa Barbara. Santa Barbara Airport has 5 airlines: American, Alaska, Delta Air, Southwest, and United, with 12 direct destinations from Santa Barbara to Atlanta, Dallas, Denver, Las Vegas, Oakland, Los Angeles, Salt Lake City, Portland, San Francisco, Phoenix, Seattle, and Sacramento. With 23 daily departures from Santa Barbara, SBA's newest daily service on Delta Airlines to Atlanta and Salt Lake City can ensure that you can get anywhere in the world in just one stop. SBA is proud to join over 200 airports around the world in the Hidden Disabilities Sunflower Program. Passengers with a disability can opt into the program, and in doing so, trained staff at SBA will be there to provide additional level of customer service. You can learn more at www.flysba.com. Once again, you can learn more and book your flights today from Santa Barbara at www.flysba.com.
When it comes to your office equipment needs, call Coastal Copy. We're the largest independent office equipment dealership in the Tri-Counties, and as your locally owned authorized Savin dealer, Coastal Copy offers complete sales, service, and supplies on a full line of Savin digital copiers and MFPs, Savin color printers, digital duplicators, Savin wide format systems, digital presses, document management solutions, and more. That's Coastal Copy.
You'll see a difference because we go the distance.
Call 1-800-995-8835.
Bottom of the second, scoreless from Eddie Matthews Field on the campus of Santa Barbara High School. Brenton Clark, Terrence Kill the second, Caden Miller. 4-5-6 scheduled for the Sturs. Riley Plummer back to work for the Bombers. First pitch upstairs to Brenton. Ball 1 and Clark. And look back to yesterday. Able to get on base, work to walk, and big run and pushed in by Santa Barbara in the 6th inning, courtesy of that leadoff walk from Brenton Clark. Ball and strike.
Yeah, and I think, it was close. Both teams have starting to get some offense going here. The Stars would love to be the first team to get some runs on the board, though.
This is caught by the third baseman, Lucas Bonham, ranging to his right and just barely getting the webbing to it. That ball was likely slicing foul, and Clark will be retired for the first out in the second.
Great play by the third baseman. Got to be TK to get something going here offensively now.
So with 1 away, and the base is clear, here is Terrence Kill. Strike 1 on Terrence, who's hitting 263 entering today, and bumped up a spot in the order from yesterday, batting 5th today. The 0-1 delivery. That's away, ball and a strike.
Kill's been struggling a bit recently, but definitely a guy that can find the offense. He's got so much speed.
2 balls and a strike for the center fielder, who has been a staple in the outfield ever since he showed up to Santa Barbara. Few games into the season. 2-1 pitch, fooled him there, 2-2.
That almost got the catcher there. DK had to check in on the Griffin Zitko behind the dish.
With 1 down, 2-2 pitch to Kill into right field and being caught by Derflinger. Fantastic play defensively from James Derflinger out and right to rob Kill of a base hit. 2 out in the second.
So unlucky, TK, man. He's had so many lineouts over the last couple games. And
Yes.
That one was probably the most brutal. What a play by the Bombers' right fielder. Seen a lot of great defense to start today.
A fantastic defense all the way around. We've already seen the double play turned by Santiago on the throw home to gun down Esker, who was at third. And So now Cade Miller took strike one from Plummer. Ball on the strike. And to that point, Nate, when you look back to yesterday, Kill had, to my count, 3 lineouts, 2 of them to the outfield. You could also say a fly out too, but hard hit straight to the outfield. Here's a 1-1 into right. Drifting over is Derflinger, and it's a 1-2-3 second for Riley Plummer. Through 2. Solid defense from both the Bombers and the Foresters. No score in Santa Barbara.
During this time of record market highs and gradual economic recovery, it's essential you have someone you can trust. For 10 consecutive years, the Santa Barbara News Press Reader's Choice Poll has awarded Tremblay Financial Services recognition for the financial guidance they provide their clients. Tremblay Financial Advisors continually educate their clients with new options and financial planning tailored fit to you. For more information or an appointment, call 569-1982 or log on to tremblayfinancial.com.
Securities and advisory services offered through Centaurus Financial Inc., member FINRA and SIPC, a registered investment advisor. Tremblay Financial Services and Centaurus Financial are not affiliated companies. Investing involves risk, including potential loss of principal. No investment strategy can guarantee a profit or protect against a loss in periods of declining values.
On to the 3rd inning. Zach James back on the hill for the Stars. He'll be facing the top 3, Williams, Fishbow, and Bonham. And already 4 hits for the Bombers. Great defense galore. It's been an interesting start to this game.
Yeah, but James coming in, facing the top of the order second time around. The order that he had success with struck out both Williams and Fishbow, the man on deck.
First pitch on the outside corner to Williams. Strike 1.
Now, he did a good job of getting these guys to chase out some pitches, something that got away from him in the 2nd inning. And trying to find it again here.
Missed away with the running fastball at 92. Ball and a strike as Williams, top spot in the order for the San Diego Bombers, on the couple affiliates in the CCL Southern Division. 1-1 pitch is away. That same location on that fastball for ball 2. And you look around at affiliate teams in the Northern Division. The Merchants, the affiliate from Alameda, 15-9. That's a cool thing to see as well from the affiliate in the North. It was a 2-1.
Yeah, absolutely a really cool thing to see, you know, the affiliates turning up, and Merchants have a really talented roster, a lot of power program guys on that team, and very fun race. Kind of a 3-horse race right now between the Stompers, Merchants, and Crawdads.
2-2 to Williams. Just away. Good pitch. Full count.
But I don't believe the affiliates are able to play in the postseason, right?
Don't believe. And we're headed into the All-Star break. But right now, payoff pitch to Thomas Williams. Inside ball 4 starts off the inning. Williams aboard for the first time today.
Only the second game this season where Zach James has walked a batter, and Williams got a couple ugly swings and misses, but was patient and waited for his pitches and managed to get on the base on balls.
Back to Dylan Fishbow. 1 on, nobody out. I check over to Williams, who, you look at the running game, we were just talking about it, the 20 attempted stolen bases. That's it as a team for the Bombers. Williams has 5 of 6. He is the main threat on the bases. If you circle anyone to keep tabs on, it's the man now at first. Fishbow squared around a bunt, takes strike 1. And a lot of signs from the third base coach's box for the Bombers. What will they draw up here? Scoreless through 2. Leadoff man is on for San Diego. Comes an 0-1 to Dylan Fishbow. There goes Williams, and it's fouled off the ankles of Dylan. Nothing in 2.
Tried to get Williams first to third on a little hit and run, but Fishbow just fouled it off. You can see now if they'll send Williams on the 2-strike count.
Infield straight away for Santa Barbara. Sawyer far back at short. Esker at second. The 2 middle infielders for Bill Pintard. Comes the 0-2 from Zach James and called strike 3. 1 down in the 3rd.
First time Fishbow went down, he swung and time stared at the pitch going into his zone at the last second. Good job by James locating that one perfectly.
One on, 1 out. Here is Lucas Bonham, who had a 2-out knock in the opening inning. Base hit into right. This is into left. Hard hit for Bonham. Back is Paul, and just enough room. Makes the catch. 2 down. An allowed second out for the Bombers.
Allowed second out. That was a well-struck ball. I think a lot of people here, including myself, thought this one might have been leaving the ballpark. A lot of ground out there in left field, and Nick Paul made the read and ultimately second out.
That's now going to bring up Michael Rocha. It's his second look at Zach James. The check on Williams. Remember the good running game. And the shortstop now at first base. First pitch now to Rocha. Left side. It's going to be Sawyer Farr. We'll flip to second to retire the side. Well done from James, working around a leadoff walk and through 2.5. Scoreless. Santa Barbara High School.
During this time of record market highs and gradual economic recovery, it's essential you have someone you can trust. For 10 consecutive years, the Santa Barbara News Press Reader's Choice Poll has awarded Tremblay Financial Services recognition for the financial guidance they provide their clients. Tremblay Financial Advisors continually educate their clients with new options and financial planning tailored fit to you. For more information or an appointment, call 569-1982 or log on to tremblayfinancial.com.
Securities and advisory services offered through Centaurus Financial Inc., member FINRA and SIPC, a registered investment advisor. Tremblay Financial Services and Centaurus Financial are not affiliated companies. Investing involves risk, including potential loss of principal. No investment strategy can guarantee a profit or protect against a loss in periods of declining values.
Bottom of the third inning, Sawyer Farr will lead off. Farr, Gambardella, Paul scheduled to face Riley Plummer for the first time today. Plummer's allowed only a single base runner. It was Xavier Esker off the first pitch. It was a base hit in our left field, and Xavier was thrown out at the plate for the final out in the opening inning. Besides that, everyone else has been retired, and strike one on Sawyer Farr.
Yeah, and, it was really on the first pitch that Xavier Esker got on, and since then, done a good job of shutting things down here.
That's deflected by Rocha. Can he recover? No, he cannot, and that ball is to the first base dugout. Down to second is Sawyer Farr, and the leadoff man aboard for Santa Barbara.
Sometimes it takes a little bit of luck to get on there. Got some off of the hop of the first baseman for the bad toss over to Plummer. That's sometimes what you need to get something going here.
That's officially going to go down as an infield single, then E3 to advance Sawyer to second. So the Stars get their second hit, and that's going to bring up Vince Gambardella. And we can already hear the cheers from the bullpen, and everyone's lined up on the railing, all the relief pitchers cheering on their man at the plate. Ball one.
Yeah, this is what we saw the last time Gambardella came in a game. So fun.
And he's quickly ahead 2-0, and Vince, last time he played was in the non-CCL game against the California Tigers. It was an accountable game, but on official CCL games, he's gone 3 for 10, on-base percentage of over 600. In the left center field, into the gap, Fishbowl converges, but it will be Santiago just getting the webbing to it. It is a productive out, far down to third.
Productive out indeed, and nearly dropped. Santiago had to really stretch out to make that grab. Just like that, the Foresters have another man on third.
Almost an identical situation to that opening inning, a base hit. Grant Esker stole a base, but the error for Farr to get to second, and then a flyout which advanced the runner from second to third. Then it was at this time when there was a double play, a fly out into left. And a great throw from Santiago to throw out Esker at the plate. First pitch swinging to a nice play by Harris. Hello. On a liner. Robs Mick Paul of a hit and saves a run.
Robbed Mick Paul of his first RBI this summer as well. This defense of the Bombers, besides that one error just earlier in the inning, has been on point.
Big second out for Plummer and the Bombers. So it's now going to be Esker. Farr's at third, 2 down. Breaking ball is going to miss up and in. Ball 1 to Xavier Esker. Can Santa Barbara bring home the first run of the day? That's foul back, 1-1.
One thing about Esker, he's going to be pretty aggressive early in the count. Usually always swings on the first or second pitch. It's really what you want from a guy in your leadoff position, someone who can kickstart an offense.
Yeah, and the third straight day for Xavier. Batting in the top spot. 1-1's in the dirt. Nice play by Zitko, keeping Farr, who's one of the best runners on the team at third base. 2-1. The regular season slowly coming to a close for the Stars. 2-1 delivery. Upstairs. Ball 3.
Couple pitches in a row where Plummer's been a little bit all over the place. Blown away on that last one, nearly got away from the catcher, and then that one high nearly hits Esker in the head.
3-1 delivery. A fly ball in the center. Playable for Fishbowl, but it's a long run, and it will be the center fielder, Dylan, to make the play. And just like the opening inning, the Stars will leave a man stranded. Esker was thrown out at the plate, but Sawyer left at third. After a leadoff single, Plummer works around him. And through 3 innings, no score from Santa Barbara.
During this time of record market highs and gradual economic recovery, it's essential you have someone you can trust. For 10 consecutive years, the Santa Barbara News Press Reader's Choice Poll has awarded Tremblay Financial Services recognition for the financial guidance they provide their clients. Tremblay Financial Advisors continually educate their clients with new options and financial planning tailored fit to you. For more information or an appointment, call 569-1982 or log on to tremblayfinancial.com.
Securities and advisory services offered through Centaurus Financial Inc., member FINRA and SIPC, a registered investment advisor. Tremblay Financial Services and Centaurus Financial are not affiliated companies. Investing involves risk, including potential loss of principal. No investment strategy can guarantee a profit or protect against a loss in periods of declining values.
Need a new copier for your office? Coastal Copy is the original copier dealer in the Tri-Counties and your authorized Kyocera dealer, offering complete sales, service, and supplies on a full line of Kyocera Task Alpha digital MFPs. And thanks to the latest in Kyocera mobile and cloud technology, we offer Kyocera's mobile print app, which allows you to access documents through your smartphone or tablet. Call us today to schedule your free assessment and quote.
You'll see a difference because we go the distance.
Call 1-800-995-8835.
Zach James remains in this ballgame for Santa Barbara. Into the fourth inning, James Derflinger will lead off for the Bombers. Scoreless game. Both teams had some base runners. No one has been able to convert. First pitch swinging, 0-1 on Derflinger.
And this is the part of the lineup that really got things going for San Diego. 4 straight. Starting with Derflinger, who tried to stretch single into a double.
He's quickly behind 0-2 on Zach James. As after a great play from Brenton Clark out and right, get Derflinger down at second. But he's quickly down 0-2 on Zach James. 0-2 pitch from the starter. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 4 for James. Starts the fourth inning.
And that must be a really nice feeling after, you know, this guy made some really nice contact on you last time out. To strike him out in 3 pitches. Oh, swing and misses from Derflinger. That's a really good feeling for Zach James.
Base is clear, 1 down. That's going to bring up Christian Santiago. Infield single. First time up against Zach James in the second inning. Sprays this one back. Strike 1.
I went hung up there for a minute.
Decent crowds filled in here at Santa Barbara High School. Wasn't the nicest of mornings. Quite heavy cloud cover until right before the game started. The sunshine finally came out. It's been like that the past couple days. Here's an 0-1. Strike 2.
Not a cloud in the sky. Nice day for some matinee baseball, Hunter.
Second to last day game of the year for Santa Barbara. Say day game even though Santa Barbara plays at 4:30 every other day, but more of a day game than usual. 0-2. That's away on a changeup. Ball 1.
Yeah, try to get Santiago to chase outside. Those changeups are always so tempting to the lefties.
With 1 away, Santiago's already been able to reach base. The 1-2 pitch from James stays alive. When you look forward for Santa Barbara, tomorrow and Tuesday, no games. CCL Showcase game coming up on Wednesday, and then 4 more games. That's it for the regular season. Then off to Wichita, and the NBC tournament starts on the 24th. 1-2 pitch now to Santiago. In the air, left side's Muma. Comfortable clutch at third. 2 down in the 4th.
Easy play for Muma, who's been so consistent defensively at third. Nice second out against the order that gave him some problems.
Yeah, that's huge for Zach James. And here is Aiden Harrison. Base is clear, 2 down. First pitch swinging, foul on top of the first base dugout. Caught by Liam Keithley, just standing outside the first base dugout after it ricocheted off the netting on top of the dugout. But it is strike 1.
Barehanded as well. Nice grab by Keithley.
Saw Liam enter yesterday to run for Caleb Hoover in the 8th inning. Comes the 0-2 pitch to Harrison. That's on the corner, strike 2. Last pitch at 93. We saw some good velo from both starting pitchers yesterday. Crodell and Tornero started for the Barons. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Harrison. Check swing. Great stuff to lay off that when the body went. The barrel kept back.
Yeah, really nice job by Harrison to hold up on that one. The way Side thought he swung.
And Harrison had a base hit and a right first time up. Sees a 1-2 delivery. Takes ball 2. Scoreless game, and both teams have had some chances. But more than that, some great defense on both sides. Comes the 2-2 pitch. Hard hit, but straight to the shortstop, Sawyer Farr. 3 up, 3 down for James. Through 3.5, still scoreless. Eddie Matthews Field.
Lee & Sons Plumbing and Heating is proud to join the Foresters family of sponsors this season. I, Conan, a third-generation owner, was proud to coach for the Foresters for several seasons. Just like the Foresters are champs on the field, Lee & Sons are champs off it. We're experts in every type of plumbing and heating service and repair, from leaks and clogs to heaters and faucets. Strike out your plumbing problems by calling us at 805-965-9586. Lee & Sons, the champions of plumbing and heating. 805-965-9586. Stir it up.
When it comes to your office equipment needs, call Coastal Copy. We're the largest independent office equipment dealership in the Tri-Counties, and as your locally owned authorized Savin dealer, Coastal Copy offers complete sales, service, and supplies on a full line of Savin digital copiers and MFPs, Savin color printers, digital duplicators, Savin wide format systems, digital presses, document management solutions, and more. That's Coastal Copy.
You'll see a difference because we go the distance.
Call 1-800-995-8835.
Bottom of the 4th inning, a new arm is being brought in by the San Diego Bombers. Charlie Adamson, the right-hander, will take over. Scoreless ball game in Santa Barbara.
Yeah, solid couple of innings. Some solid innings from the previous Bombers pitcher, Riley Plummer. You bring in Adamson now. This guy who's has a lot of experience. Played a couple, he started his career at UCSB, then went to Santa Barbara City College. Now pitching at the University of Hawaii. Also some previous CCL experience, a really reliable arm for the Conejo Oaks a couple summers back. Also experienced in the Northwoods League and the West Coast League. So this is a guy who's been kind of all over the place and Now with the Bombers.
First pitch to Cole Chamberlain. Strike one. Chamberlain, Mumma, Clark scheduled in bottom of 4. No score.
6.75 ERA as well. He's been pitching with the team for too long, though.
And Chamberlain went around for strike 2, trying to pull it back. It's quickly down in the hole, nothing in 2. Chamberlain has a fly out to center. Deep fly out at that. 0-2. Down left field line foul. Do it again. So Riley Plummer, the starter, went 3, 2 hits, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts for the starter in his 3rd start of the season. 0-2 pitch to Chamberlain. Ball 1.
Adamson does a really nice job disguising what that pitch is looking like. He kind of doesn't really remove his glove and hides what signs he's showing until the last minute.
It's up the middle, off the mound. Williams retires Chamberlain, 1 out in the 4th.
Play by Williams, it's short. Took a weird hop off the bump, but Williams did a good job reading it and quick out 1.
That's going to bring up Easton Mumma. 1 away, base is clear. Santa Barbara just 2 hits, 1-2 base runners. Esker in the 1st. Leadoff single and a leadoff single for Sawyer Farr. Started off the 3rd. Everyone else has been retired by Bombers pitching. Foul back by Easton. 0-1. Santa Barbara, after their victory yesterday, another season series win. Or one of the teams in the CCL South. Now a 1.5 lead over Conejo. Big for the cause for Santa Barbara. That's down 1-1.
Yeah, it was a big win on Friday, a big win yesterday as well, but still want to get this win today. Conejo is always going to be a little bit behind you, 1.5 games back of the Foresters.
Here's a 1-1 pitch. To second base, Harrison charges and will retire Easton Mumma. 2 down in the 4th.
Now batting, brought to you by Pacific Crest.
We dragged the first baseman off the bag, that throw from Harrison, but Roca got back in time and another out.
Now 5 straight retired by San Diego pitching. That's going to bring up now Brenton Clark. We say it time and time again. One of the toughest outs in the CCL. Takes a breaking ball for a strike. He had that hard hit ball to Lucas Bonham at 3rd, which was leading off the 2nd inning. Good grab and reflexes from the man at the hot corner. Reaching for it, it's to Williams. And 3 ground outs in the 4th by the reliever, Charlie Adamson. A clean inning for the reliever, and we're through 4. Scoreless ball game in Santa Barbara.
Lee & Sons Plumbing and Heating is proud to join the Foresters family of sponsors this season. I, Conan, a 3rd-generation owner, was proud to coach for the Foresters for several seasons. Just like the Foresters are champs on the field, Lee & Sons are champs off it. We're experts in every type of plumbing and heating service and repair, from leaks and clogs to heaters and faucets. Strike out your plumbing problems by calling us at 805-965-9586. Lee & Sons, the champions of plumbing and heating. 805-965-9586. Stir it up.
Now into the top of the 5th inning, and this 5th inning brought to us by our friends at Finney's Craft House. Finney's has 2 locations in Santa Barbara, one on Lower State Street and one in Goleta. Great place to gather before or after any Forester game. Finney's Craft House. First pitch swinging for Minso Jang. Strike 1. It is 8-9-1 scheduled for the Bombers. Scoreless game. Now in the 5th, Santa Barbara.
Yeah, still Zach James on the bump right now. Good job so far today, yet to allow a run.
And with that first pitch to Jang, 48 pitches now for the starter, James.
Working efficiently, and part of that's because he's been able to find the zone like that.
Quickly ahead on Jang, 0-2, who was a victim of an infield fly rule in the 2nd. So he is 0 for 1. Comes the 0-2 pitch, the DH. Strikes him out. Real nice slider from James. And a strikeout starts the 5th inning.
Really nice slider. Chang way from that one.
And the 5th K of the day for Zach to bring up Griffin Zitko. Zitko rolled into a fielder's choice, which end up in the final out of the 2nd inning. One away and the base is clear. After Zitko will be Williams. First pitch, cutter for a strike from Zach James. 0-1. Just missing away on the fastball. 1-1. Wind's blowing out towards right field. Comes the 1-1 pitch. Strike 2.
Big cut as well. Way out ahead on that one. Probably go to a breaking ball again if I was James.
Let's see what he goes with. On the way, here comes a 1-2 pitch. That's upstairs. 2-2.
Try to get him with the high heat. Setting something up here.
Top of the order is on deck. 2-2 pitch is away. Nice take from Zitko. Full count.
After falling behind early, he's fought back, taking a couple of tough pitches in a row.
Battling against James. The 3-2 delivery to the number 9 batter. Chopped outside third. We'll do it again. When you look at what the Bombers, as an affiliate, not the same typical scheduled day in and day out playing CCL games. 4-11, their CCL record. They have a couple decent wins, but another 3-2 pitch is just tapped. Staying alive.
Yeah, they've had some nice wins. Beat the Riptide a couple of times. Beat the Barons as well.
It was a real close game yesterday as well.
Walk-off win for OC. The Bombers were up by 3 runs entering the bottom of the 9th. Game-tying home run, and then the Riptide walked it off in that same inning. Really fun one there in OC.
Another payoff pitch to Zitko. A drive down the left field line draws foul.
Just went foul as well. That one stayed fair. It could have been extra bases.
And pitch number 8 of the plate appearance coming up to the catcher, Griffin Zitko. making James work after just alluded to it, 47 pitches through 4 rather, and struck out Jang, and pitch number 8 coming up to Griffin Zitko. Called strike 3. Back-to-back Ks for James.
Nice job by Zach James. Did not give up there, even though it was a longer at bat. Kept on attacking, and eventually it was just a fastball in the middle of the zone that fooled Zitko.
James is able to prevail. That's going to bring up now Thomas Williams. Top of the order for the Bombers. Scoreless game in the Finney's 5th inning. Williams has gone 0 for 1 with a walk. First pitch swinging is going to be Esker off a couple hops. And nice work from Zach James. 2 Ks and a ground out. And he is now retired 6 straight. Bottom of the 5th we go. Scoreless. Santa Barbara. Santa Barbara Airport has 5 airlines: American, Alaska, Delta Air, Southwest, and United. With 12 direct destinations from Santa Barbara to Atlanta, Dallas, Denver, Las Vegas, Oakland, Los Angeles, Salt Lake City, Portland, San Francisco, Phoenix, Seattle, and Sacramento. With 23 daily departures from Santa Barbara, SBA's newest daily service on Delta Airlines to Atlanta and Salt Lake City can ensure that you can get anywhere in the world in just one stop. SBA is proud to join over 200 airports around the world in the Hidden Disabilities Sunflower Program. Passengers with a disability can opt into the program, and in doing so, trained staff at SBA will be there to provide additional level of customer service. You can learn more at www.flysba.com. Once again, you can learn more and book your flights today from Santa Barbara at www.flysba.com. Bottom of the 5th inning, scoreless game, and this 5th inning brought to us by our friends at Finney's Craft House. A couple locations, Finney's in Santa Barbara, great place to gather before or after any Foresters game. Finney's Craft House. It's going to be Terrence Kill, Caden Miller, Sawyer Farr, Charlie Adamson. Just had to face the minimum in his first inning of work, back out there for the Bombers. Terrence Kill robbed of a base hit in the 2nd inning, starts off the plate appearance with a ball inside.
Kill had a loud out to right field. Robbed of a hit.
In right center, Fishbowl will just slide over to his left, and TK will be retired for the first out in the 5th.
Another well hit ball. Just kind of hung up and died in the outfield. Tough out for TK.
And you said it well with that line out in the 2nd. Just some unlucky plays really for Terrence, and it'll come. Just one of those things.
Man.
Yep.
I mean, it's just sometimes you go on a cold streak, sometimes you go on a hot streak, and TK's a good player. He'll find that bat in no time. Of course, All-Star break, a good time to kind of regroup and settle in.
Caden Miller will take a ball inside from Adamson. Ball 1. Just 2 base runners so far for Santa Barbara via 2 hits. Not much given up from Bombers pitching. It's in the left field. Santiago will have a play at it. Slices, and right inside of the chalk line, the left fielder will make the play. 2 down in the 5th.
Cover a lot of ground there. Santiago got a lot of speed in left and really showing it there that time. Got there just in time to make the squeeze.
So with 2 down, base is clear. Here is Sawyer Farr. And Adamson retired 5 straight since taking over for Plummer. First pitch located on a breaking ball, strike 1. And Sawyer has one of the 2 hits today. Infield single. He's able to get to second on error. 1-1.
You know, this is a pitching staff on the San Diego that has had a lot of success against the Foresters. You know, besides that 5-run inning in the second game between them, we've seen a lot of zeros put up on the board from San Diego pitching.
Up the middle, deflects, favorable hop to Williams. Nice sliding play, and the shortstop could not get the throw in time. Nice speed from Sawyer Farr, and he's now 2 for 2. Great effort from Williams, but a 2-out single for Farr.
Yeah, Roca didn't hang on to that ball from Williams, and I don't think it would have been in time either. So well done by Thomas, though, out in short to squeeze and get the out and, you know, get the throw over timely fashion.
And that's going to bring up Vince Gambardella. Man on, 2 down. And you can hear the chants from the Santa Barbara bullpen once again. Everyone lined up on the railing, cheering on Vince. Big cut for Gambardella, 0-1.
It's hard not to swing at the first pitch with all the guys cheering you on. You just egged on by them. Just gets you going.
And that's so cool to see the support with the bullpen and every pitcher with what Gambardella has done this season. Falls behind 0-2.
And it's such a valuable guy to have in your team. Someone who can, the bullpen catcher guy, allows you to get close to them, gets the pitchers warmed up. Also comes out a lot of the times in between innings to catch warm-up pitches from the actual and on the mound for the Stars.
There goes the runner, 0-2 on the ground. Tough play for Harrison, slides. And a nice play by the second baseman to retire Gambardella with Farr on the move. Sawyer had his second hit, but he is left stranded through 5. Scoreless game from Santa Barbara.
Lee & Sons Plumbing and Heating is proud to join the Foresters family of sponsors this season. I, Conan, a third-generation owner, was proud to coach for the Foresters for several seasons. Just like the Foresters are champs on the field, Lee & Sons are champs off it. We're experts in every type of plumbing and heating service and repair, from leaks and clogs to heaters and faucets. Strike out your plumbing problems by calling us at 805-965-9586. Lee & Sons, the champions of plumbing and heating. 805-965-9586. Stir it up.
Now in the 6th inning, Dylan Fishbow will lead off. Zach James continues to move quickly and efficiently throughout this game, remains on the hill for Santa Barbara. It's going to be Fishbow, Bonham, Rocha, 0-1 to the leadoff man.
Very similar to our starter appearance yesterday from the Foresters in terms of Zach James and A.J. Cradell's appearance last night.
0-1 pitch is spray back.
Pitching well into the 6th inning. James especially doing a good job controlling his pitch count.
James threw 5 innings, 59 pitches. When you look back to yesterday for Crodell, who went 6, he tossed 77 to get through 6. The 0-2 pitch to Fishbow upstairs, ball 1.
It's because you've been getting ahead on counts, and that's something that Zach James has done a lot this summer and again today.
Bonham is on deck, but right now, Fishbow sees the 1-2 pitch. 2-2. That fastball from James sitting right around 92, 93. Crodell in similar numbers, and we even saw Joel Tornero, the starter for the Barons, collect 94. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 7. 1 away in the 6th.
Yeah, Zach James is absolutely locked in right now. 3rd strikeout of a day for Fishbow.
One away, bases clear. Here is Lucas Bonham. He has a hit today. Came in the opening inning, actually with a full count, 2 down. Saw one off into right field. He's going to take a first pitch ball, 1-0. After Bonham will be Michael Rocha. This is into right field. 2nd hit of the day for Lucas Bonham. Coming with 1 down in the 6th.
Really hustled over to make it into first and time. I don't think the throw was coming back.
Yeah, you saw Clark hustling there.
Yeah, it might have been the infield single that was well into the outfield. And obviously, Brent Clark has a good arm, but don't think he was in any hurry to get to that ball.
So Bonham is aboard for the 2nd time. With 1 out, here is Rocha. He's gone 0 for 2, rolled into 2 fielders' choices. 1st and 3rd innings. Check swing, called strike, 0-1. Which team's going to be the one to break through? No runs. The Sturs have just had 3 base runners on 3 hits. No one pitch is away, 1-1, and I feel like at some point someone's got to chain a couple base runners and hits together.
Yeah, the Foresters and the Bombers have had a couple opportunities to do so. The Foresters especially have left 2 men on 3rd base, and they couldn't score either of them.
There's a 1-1 Rocha. Have to wait, and did say talking about stringing hits together. That's what the Bombers did in the 2nd. 3 straight hits. Grant Derflinger tried to stretch for a double, was thrown out to start off the inning, but had a little bit of momentum. But James did exceptionally well in the 2nd inning to get out of it. Strike 2. Ball and 2 strikes for Rocha.
Great breaking ball. Yeah, really nice job getting out of that jam. And since then, he's been pretty shut down.
Some men now up in the Santa Barbara pen, starting to warm. Comes the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 8 for Zach James. 2 out in the 6th.
Down on the dirt and away. Rocha had no chance of getting to that one.
So after the 1-out single by Lucas Bonham, Rocha K's, and that's going to bring James Derflinger. Man with that hot pink torpedo bat was the one that tried to stretch a leadoff single for a double, and the 2nd was thrown out by Brenton Clark. Big cut, strike 1. Bottom of the inning, Sturs at Paul Esker Chamberlain, 9-1-2. Who can find some runs? Comes a strike 1 pitch to Derflinger. 0-2, and once again, James getting ahead in counts.
Such a big key to having a successful day on the mound.
Bonham at first. Comes the 0-2 pitch. Derflinger in the left center and falling for a base hit. 2nd knock of the inning, coming with 2 down in the 6th.
Torpedo bat. A loud crack on it. Maybe Damage on the bat. And Harrison, man on deck, is examining right now.
Hate to break that one. That's
It's a nice piece of lumber. Hot pink. I don't know if I could rock a hot pink bat, though.
That's going to bring him now Santiago, first and second. First man in scoring position since the second inning for the Bombers. Chance to take the lead. That's away. Ball one in the two arms that have been warming up. A right-hander and a lefty. Saw Josh Heineman stretching but actively throwing now is Bryce Navarre. Missed last couple weeks. Back in action.
Great to see Navarre back and hopefully first man out of the pen.
Also adds another lefty to this bullpen for the Foresters. We've seen Navarre mainly as a starter this season, but Jaden Barfield getting worked over as a lone lefty. Nice to have another man.
And yeah, I think that is where Navarre better fits into the team. You know, you do want to have more than one lefty that you can go to out of the pen if needed.
That's down ball two, so with 2 on, 2 down. Santiago is ahead 2 balls and no strikes on James.
Simple objective. I think James has just got to come in here and get the final out of the inning, and probably would be his final out of his outing, I would say.
Falls behind 2 balls, no strikes. Into center field, and that's a base hit. Scooped up by Kill, and from second, Bonham is coming home. And at the plate, thrown out. Terrence Kill, nice throw. Gambardella does the rest. Just like what happened in the first, Esker was thrown out from Santiago in the outfield. This time, it's Terrence Kill, and we are still scoreless. On to the bottom of the 6th.
Lee & Sons Plumbing and Heating is proud to join the Foresters family of sponsors this season. I, Conan, a third-generation owner, was proud to coach for the Foresters for several seasons. Just like the Foresters are champs on the field, Lee & Sons are champs off it. We're experts in every type of plumbing and heating service and repair, from leaks and clogs to heaters and faucets. Strike out your plumbing problems by calling us at 805-965-9586. Lee & Sons, the champions of plumbing and heating. 805-965-9586. Stir it up.
Bottom of 6, Mick Paul leads off for Santa Barbara. Starts off with a ball upstairs from Charlie Adamson, who remains in this game after taking over in the 4th. Riley Plummer went 3, the starter. And it's going to be Paul Esker Chamberlain scheduled in this inning. Some great defense. Once again, we talked about it early in this game, and it has continued to shine with Kill and Gambardella saving a run.
Yeah, I think, you know, after that last inning where it's a bang play at home plate to get that out, couple of hits in a row strung together. It's a big emphasis here for the Foresters to get some runs on the board in this bottom of the 6th.
1-1, the 2-0 rather, to Paul misses for ball 3. And fantastic count now from Mick with Esker on deck. And then Chamberlain. Wind's blown out towards right center field. No one up in the pen. This game is Charlie Adamson's. That's on the edge, 3-1.
Yeah, and why not? Adamson's been pretty dominant on the hill. Getting quick outs, getting his defense in some work. Comes back with a strike on the 3-0 pitch to bring the count to 3-1. Here's count here from McPaul.
Foul back into the fence. Count is now full. And Santa Barbara now 20-8. Won 2 straight games, and it's home. They've been solid this season. Home record of 12-4. And just home games left the rest of the way. Regular season concludes July 20th. The 10-time NBC champs off to Wichita after that. 3-2. Fouled off, and nice battle between Paul and Adamson. Paul today's 0 for 1 to line out to second. Comes another payoff pitch to Mick Paul. That is ball 4, and the first walk of the day given up by San Diego Bombers pitching. There have been 3 hits for Santa Barbara, and the first man to reach other than a knock to start off the inning.
It's a good feeling to get the leadoff man on. Paul's got some decent speed. Now the task is on Esker and the rest of the top of this order to score that first run.
So Paul's aboard. And that's going to bring up Xavier Esker. Base hit in the first and fly out to center. First pitch swinging in the right. Derflinger moves over. And he's going to make the play. Holding at first is Paul. And Esker, UCSB Gaucho, is retired 1 away in the 6th.
His teammate, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
Tyler Bremer, just got drafted 2nd overall by the Angels. Big congrats to the UCSB Gaucho and now Los Angeles Angel. And I do a quick out one there. First pitch swing, and I like the aggression, as I said, from Esker, but got to be able to bring the runner around, and fly balls into right field aren't going to be able to do that.
Batter is now Chamberlain. There goes Paul. He's digging for second. Good throw down from Zitko, and they got him down at second. Caught stealing. 2 out in the 6th.
Great throw by Griffin Zitko. High fastball, exactly what you want to gun down the runner, and just like that, base is clear. 2 down very quickly for the Foresters.
It is 1-0 for Chamberlain. There goes the leadoff walk for Santa Barbara. When we looked at the 7th inning, we just saw the Bombers collect 3 hits in the last inning. Some great defense. As you imagine Zach James' day complete with Bryce Navarre, the lefty, throwing. Comes a 2-0. Ball 3.
Couple times now in this inning where we've seen Adamson go pretty behind in counts. Chamberlain into a favorable position here.
3 straight balls. This is up the middle. It's a base hit for Chamberlain. He's aboard for the first time today with 2 down in the 6th.
Why not give him the green light on the two out count, you know. 3-0, swinging aggressive, and gets on base.
Two out base runner for Santa Barbara. It's now Muma. Steve Shuck. Flashes signs third base coach's box. Chamberlain has had some success on the bases this season. Not the biggest runner, but he did have a stolen bag yesterday. Breaking ball starts off the AB for Muma, 0-1. Two down as Easton fly out to left, ground out to second today. 0-1 pitch. That's away. 1-1.
Tried to get Muma to chase on the outer half of the plate, but Easton, job holding back.
Adamson's been in this game since the 4th. Giving up 2 hits and a walk. Checks to Chamberlain.
Chamberlain does have some speed over there at first. Definitely something to keep in mind if you're Charlie Adamson.
Been talking about the last couple days for Santa Barbara winning season series against various opponents. Here's a 1-1. Strike 2. And so far this season series, the Stars 2-0. against the Bombers, a win on June 14th and June 21st. Looking for the season series sweep against the Bombers.
This will be their last time seeing them. So, yeah, season series win already for the Stars against these guys.
Strike 2 pitch away. 2-2 is Adamson. He had a called strike on his changeup. 2-2.
Thought he might have had him. Nice take by Chamberlain.
Comes the 2-2 to Easton Mumma. And a foul tip back into the glove of Zitko, and the first strikeout of the day for San Diego Bombers, pitching to retire to the side. There was a walk, a hit, left stranded, and through 6. Scoreless game from Eddie Matthews Field.
During this time of record market highs and gradual economic recovery, it's essential you have someone you can trust. For 10 consecutive years, the Santa Barbara News Press Reader's Choice Poll has awarded Tremblay Financial Services recognition for the financial guidance they provide their clients. Tremblay Financial Advisors continually educate their clients with new options and financial planning tailored fit to you. For more information or an appointment, call 569-1982 or log on to tremblayfinancial.com.
Securities and advisory services offered through Centaurus Financial Inc., member FINRA and SIPC, a registered investment advisor. Tremblay Financial Services and Centaurus Financial are not affiliated companies. Investing involves risk, including potential loss of principal. No investment strategy can guarantee a profit or protect against a loss in periods of declining values.
Now into the 7th inning, scoreless game between the Bombers and the Forsters. A new arm now on the hill for Santa Barbara. Bryce Navarre takes over for Zach James. He will face the bottom 3. Harrison now at the plate. For Bryce Navarre, his first appearance since June 24th, was away for a little bit of time and back, and great to see Bryce.
Great to see him. Yeah, absolutely. First time out of the pen as well. Something different for the lefty, which I do think is a really nice decision by Bill Tart and Scott Murray.
Located there, 1-1.
And I mainly think that's because, I think lefties out of the pen are more valuable to you than a lefty starter. Especially when you only really have one other lefty that you can go to out of that pen, and Jaden Barfield just gives you more optionality down the stretch.
That's inside for Harrison. 2-1. Harrison, Jang, and then Zitko. And Harrison's 1 for 2 today. Base hit in the right. Second and a line out to short.
And Navarre has a lot of different pitches he can go to. 4-seam, changeup, a sweeper, cutter, a curveball, and a splitter.
Comes the 2-1 pitch. Big swing from Harrison.
Nearly
2 and
fell
2.
over there. Oh my goodness. Massive cut.
Comes the 2-2 pitch to the number 7 batter. First man facing Bryce Navarre since June 24th. And it's inside, full count.
Tried to get him with the exact same pitch, the breaking ball down and in. And Harrison was not tempted that time.
Navarre on the same page now with Gambardella. 3-2 pitch to Harrison. Just able to stay alive. Do it again. And the final line for the starter, Zach James, another quality start from a Santa Barbara pitcher. 6 innings, 7 hits, no runs. He walked 1 and struck out 8. 2 fantastic starts the last 2 days from both James and A.J. Crodell.
Absolutely, Hunter.
Remains full. 3-2 to Harrison. Down the left field line, well foul. Draws out of play.
Well foul and well struck. Got one. Some good velocity off the bat.
Still a scoreless game. Bombers were able to put up 3 hits in the last inning, came up empty. Some good defense. 3-2 pitch, foul back. Pitch number 8 coming up. And Harrison not making the return for Bryce Navarre easy to start off the 7th. Here comes pitch number 8 from Navarre. And he lost him a leadoff walk to Harrison to start off the 7th inning.
Well done by Aiden. First man, Navarre faces, and it's just get into a longer at bat, 8-9 pitches, and eventually it's the batter who came out on top.
Let's see what's now drawn up for the Bombers. Min So Jang, the DH, has gone 0 for 2. Harrison aboard, nobody out. Looking to sacrifice with the bunt, well foul, back into the screen. Strike 1. The corner's playing in. Miller holds on to the runner, and Muma at third.
And now that's what you're expecting after Chang shows the bunt the first time around. Getting some signs from his third base coach.
Jang has been retired by an infield fly rule and is struck out. Comes an 0-1, have to wait.
It's tough to run on lefties. Always going to have their eyes down that first base side, and Harrison, Navarre always going to be kind of in that bit of a staring contest over there at first base.
Still means 0-1 for Min So Jang. Wins out to left center. The 0-1. 0-2. Had him fooled. Well done from Navarre after losing Harrison on 8 pitches and quickly getting ahead on Jang.
Really big cut there.
Remember, Jang initially showed a bunt. Now in the hole, 0-2. Nobody out, man at first. That's just away. Ball 1.
Looked pretty close. Tough take by Jang, but not even a hesitation to not swing there.
So Jang fall behind 0-2, still behind in the count. Comes the 1-2 pitch. Just able to tap it off of his ankles and
ouch.
Might have been close to the knee.
Yeah, really taking his time here, Min So.
When we look around the CCL, we were talking about yesterday, Santa Barbara, they're able to prevail over the Barons, first team to 20. Sonoma now with 19 wins in the Northern Division. You won't see anyone else from the North except Menlo Park coming to town. It'll be the final CCL games next weekend, Friday and Saturday, and then a non-CCL game to finish the regular year. But the Menlo Park Legends, Menlo Park at 12-17. There's some work to walk, and Minso Jang is making Navarre work. A little bit of an errant throw. Miller holds on to it.
Got to be careful on those checks back to first.
Here comes the 1-2 pitch. The DH Jang. And he strikes him out. Strikeout number 1 for Bryce Navarre, 1 down in the 7th.
It's a good feeling for Bryce, you know, to come back in after the absence, give up a leadoff walk, but then the next batter you face, you get swinging. Nice job, Bryce.
And that's going to now bring up Griffin Zitko, 1 on, 1 out. Top of the 7th inning. And a scoreless stalemate. There have been 7 hits for the Bombers today. They've been able to reach via walks on 2 occasions. There goes the runner. It's missing inside for a ball. Nice throw from Gambardella. But they're saying he's safe at second.
No, he's going off the bag. Got him.
Caught stealing.
It was a balk. That's what they're going to be calling there on the batter.
So it's now 1-0. Caught stealing at second is Harrison for the second out of the inning. Base is clear. That's away for ball 2 for Zitko. My view was obstructed. Was he off the bag when he slid in? He would have been safe initially, but then slid off.
Yeah.
Here's the next pitch. That is upstairs. Three and 0 the count for Zitko. Navarre are going to find the strike zone after striking out Jang. 3-0 pitch. That's on the outside edge. 3-1.
Job finding the zone there from Navarre.
Zitko's gone 0 for 2. Rolled into a fielder's choice, struck out looking. 3-1 pitch is ball 4. Second walk of the inning for the Bombers. Coming with 2 down in the 7th. But some more good defensive plays. Gambardella just threw out Harrison at second. We've seen 2 throws from the outfield saving runs. Esker was thrown out by Santiago, the left fielder, for the Bombers in the opening inning. That happened in the 6th inning. Terrence Kill threw out Bonham at the plate to keep us a scoreless game. But the inning continues for Williams at the top of the order. Strike 1. Wind shifting a little bit more left to right, blowing out towards right field now. A little bit more pole to pole. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. A lot of bend.
Massive cut there. Williams struck out in the first, drew a walk in the 3rd, and then grounded out last time around. Still, they're kind of looking to get something going here. Either team broken the deadlock so far.
2 down. Here comes the 0-2 pitch to Thomas Williams. And he just able to tap it, stay alive. Also some great stuff from Gambardella. Again, we can't stress it enough. Hasn't seen a whole lot of action behind the plate this year. Live AB situations, and just threw out a man at second base. 1-2 pitch. Down the left field line. It's a long run for Mick Paul, and that ball is going back and off the wall. From first base, Zitko is coming around. It's going to be cut off, but coming in to score. Off the double by Williams, Zitko and the Bombers lead 1-0 in the 7th.
I think there's a chance there that they could have cut it off, but Muma couldn't hold on to the throw from Paul and the cutoff man, and just like that, the deadlock is broken.
First run of the day goes to the Bombers. Man at second with 2 down is now Dylan Fishbow. Santa Barbara now find themselves trailing for the first time this game. First pitch swinging for Dylan. It's up and out of play. Strike one. In terms of pitchers today, as we were told by Jason Wutch, and in the pitching duties in terms of coaching today, likely see Andrew Gardino and Tyler Fino as well at some point today, as Fino, the right-hander, warming. Navarro looking for one good pitch here. Comes a 0-1. That is down 1-1.
Nice job by Gamberdeller blocking that one. Really want to limit the damage here.
Bottom of the inning, Clark Kill-Miller will be scheduled. Thomas Williams, who sent off the left field wall, is at second. Comes the 1-1 pitch to Dylan Fishbow. Upstairs, a lot of movement from Navarro on that last pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike. Navarro looks to get out of this inning, keep it a 1-run deficit. 2-1 pitch. In a center field, playable for Kill. We'll slide over into the gap, and the inning is over. But not before Thomas Williams brings home the first run of the day. Griffin Zitko plates the first and only run of the contest, and it's stretch time with the Bombers now leading 1-0 over the Sturs.
Lee & Sons Plumbing and Heating is proud to join the Foresters family of sponsors this season. I, Conan, a third-generation owner, was proud to coach for the Foresters for several seasons. Just like the Foresters are champs on the field, Lee & Sons are champs off it. We're experts in every type of plumbing and heating service and repair, from leaks and clogs to heaters and faucets. Strike out your plumbing problems by calling us at 805-965-9586. Lee & Sons, the champions of plumbing and heating. 805-965-9586. Stir it up.
Bottom of the 7th inning, and Santa Barbara find themselves trailing by a run. Brenton Clark will lead off with Charlie Adamson remaining in this game for the Bombers. First pitch is down. It's going to be Clark Kill-Miller, scheduled for Santa Barbara, down by 1.
Big emphasis here for the Sturs to get some runs on the board and answer after Bombers broke the deadlock in the top of this inning, and so far, Brenton Clark doing a good job of that, ahead on the count 2-0 here.
Clark Day's gone 0 for 2, a line out to third. Ground out to short. That's his second look at Adamson. That's not competitive. And 3 straight bowls to start off the plate appearance for Brenton Clark.
Adamson was a little all over the place the last inning, and fortunate enough for him, nothing came across the plate, but all behind early here to Brenton Clark, who can make you pay on the base paths.
Green light on the 3-0 pitch. Saws it back into the fence, 3-1.
A lot of times today we've seen the Stars get the green light on the 3-0.
Chamberlain cashed in on a base hit with 1 out, and Clark will roll this one foul outside of third base. So it was 3-0, now full for Clark. Full count, down the left field line, slicing out a play. We will do it again. Terrence Gill standing on deck. Just 4 scattered hits from Santa Barbara. They had a leadoff walk in the 6th inning. Can Clark reach? 3-2 pitches, ball 4, and Brenton is aboard for the first time today.
Nice job by Brenton getting the leadoff walk, and big one at that. Get some runs on the board. Is the clear goal here for the Santa Barbara Foresters.
That's going to bring up Terrence Gill. 1 on, nobody out, and a chance for Santa Barbara. The great base runner try to tie up this game. First pitch swinging left side. It is Bonham onto Harrison to first, not in time. Good back end speed from Gill, but now 1 out in the inning.
It's not easy to turn 2 on Terrence Gill, that's for sure. And beats the throw there.
The first baseman.
Now you got to do something after getting the lead runner out. You got to be able to take advantage. Probably still go for a stolen base here and get in the scoring position, I would say, is crucial for Terrence Gill.
Caden Miller now at the plate. Both Clark and Gill, who are respectively at first base. Both solid runners, and you just saw the speed from Gill beating out that double play. First pitch is a high strike to start the AB for Caden Miller, who today's 2 flyouts, 1 to right, 1 to left. And Sawyer Farr, who was 2 for 2 today, both with infield singles, is on deck. The 0-1 is on the outside corner and quickly falling behind is Miller, 0-2. Can Santa Barbara find a tying run in the 7th? 0-2 pitches down through the legs of Zitko, down to second. Coasting is Terrence Gill, and critically a man in the scoring position with just a single out.
About as easy as it gets there for TK. Now you got to send him home.
A wild pitch from Adamson to advance TK. Tying run now in scoring position. Miller still behind in the count. Comes the 1-2 pitch. That's a good take, 2-2. The Bombers just plated a run. Top half of this inning. Can the Santa Barbara Foresters respond? 2-2 pitch. Fouled off to the left and out of play. We will do it again. Final game before the All-Star break. CCL Showcase game on the 16th. The selected Foresters go down. MLB Academy in Compton. Playing that contest, but now 2-2 pitch up the middle, but straight to the shortstop, and they're going to double him up at second. Thomas Williams climbs the ladder, doubles up TK at second, and Adamson just has to face 3 in the 7th. We're on to the 8th. Bombers still on top, 1-0 over Santa Barbara.
Lee & Sons Plumbing and Heating is proud to join the Foresters family of sponsors this season. I, Conan, a third-generation owner, was proud to coach for the Foresters for several seasons. Just like the Foresters are champs on the field, Lee & Sons are champs off it. We're experts in every type of plumbing and heating service and repair, from leaks and clogs to heaters and faucets. Strike out your plumbing problems by calling us at 805-965-9586. Lee & Sons, the champions of plumbing and heating. 805-965-9586. Stir it up.
Need a new copier for your office? Coastal Copy is the original copier dealer in the Tri-Counties and your authorized Kyocera dealer, offering complete sales, service, and supplies on a full line of Kyocera Task Alpha digital MFPs. And thanks to the latest in Kyocera mobile and cloud technology, we offer Kyocera's mobile print app, which allows you to access documents through your smartphone or tablet. Call us today to schedule your free assessment and quote.
You'll see a difference because we go the distance.
Call 1-800-995-8835.
Now into the eighth inning. Pitching change for Santa Barbara. Tyler Fino will take over. Santa Barbara trailing by a run. Fino will face Bonham Rocha Derflinger, scheduled for the Bombers, who just put up a run in the last inning. 1-0 lead for San Diego.
Important to shut things down, 3 quick outs, and then get the bats back up. Got to find an answer here from Santa Barbara.
First pitch swinging through for a base hit, and Lucas Bonham, who is 2 for 3 and now make it 3 for 4, starts off the eighth. The base hit into left.
Aggressive on the first pitch, pays off. First day pitch the Bombers face from the new guy, and they send it in. Hard hit ball down the line, and just like that, leadoff man is on for 4, 5, and 6.
Here's now Michael Rocha. 0 for 3. 1 on, nobody out. Strike 1. Good delivery from Tyler Fino. Went straight away into center field. How will Tyler handle giving up the leadoff hit to Bonham? He does have 2 stolen bases. Again, the Bombers not a big running team. Quickly ahead, 0-2 on Michael Rocha.
Fino's a really solid arm for the Stars, has been all season. Like, good job getting strikeouts. 13 innings to just 4 walks.
0-2 pitch is down.
ERA below 2. Primarily been used as a reliever.
Inching off of first base is Bonham. Comes the 1-2 pitch from Fino. That's down. Gambardella knocks it down. Maybe a play down at second base. The throw is high. Good effort just to recover for Gambardella, but Bonham down to second on a ball in the dirt.
Good effort by Gambardella. Scooped it up with his bare hand and hurled it over, but it was a little high. Just like that, enough man's in scoring position here for the Bombers.
Count is 2-2 for Rocha. Nobody out and in scoring position. That's sliced back in this fence. It's 2-2. Derflinger next, and Santiago. Also, the man no longer in first base. Get rid of that double play. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes, top of the 8th inning. Bombers looking to add on to their 1-0 lead. Comes the 2-2 pitch. Full count. And Derflinger, well, actually, the next 2 batters, Nate, they both have 2 hits today. Both batters are 2 for 3.
That's why there's the pressure here to get Rocha out.
Comes a 3-2 pitch. Into right field. Out there is Clark. He'll have to trot back for the first out, but tagging from second base, Bonham down to third, so a big productive out for Michael Rocha, as best you can do without putting the ball in play and getting on base yourself. Bonham advances to third. Now 1 down in the 8th.
Yeah, nice to get the first out, but a productive one at that. Runner just 90 feet away from scoring now.
Here comes Bill Pintard at the first base dugout. We do see a man warming up. It looks like J.D. Goodcase is tossing for Santa Barbara. We didn't note that Andrew Gardino was listed, expected to be one of the men out of the bullpen today. And how great is that just to have him after that pulled out of an injury a couple games ago, and great to see him just available today.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, scary sight. Wild come out of a game and a wild to resume the game, but, you know, it's been around Ball Club the last couple of days and good spirits, and we've seen him a little bit up and around, but it is Goodcase warming up right now, and, you know, we'll be staying in the game. Some pressure to get some guys out here.
And with 1 away in this way, this game is gone. The infield's going to be playing in. Derflinger looks to bring home what could be a critical second run for the Bombers. There's been some exceptional defense on both sides. Now the first pitch to Derflinger. Strike 1, covered well by Gambardella. 0-1.
Lost the ball for a second, but he trapped under him the whole time. Nice job by Vincent to block that one.
Remember, both teams have cut down a run at the plate via throws from the outfield. Terrence Kill did so for Santa Barbara. Santiago out and left did that in the first inning to mow down Esker at the plate to save a run. And Derflinger, as we just mentioned, is 2 for 2. Hitting to left and into right. Comes the 0-1. Tried to push it down that first baseline, maybe looking to squeeze home Bonham. 0-2.
Yeah, I think that was a clear objective there. Bonham was ready to take off.
Now with 2 strikes. Santiago, another man with 2 hits today on deck. Fino looks for a huge second out in the 8th. Here comes the 0-2 pitch to Derflinger. That will strike him out, and Gambardella will retire him at first base. Runner at third holds. Nice play from the catcher, 2 out.
Nice play from the catcher, and a big one for Fino to get that second out. Got to do it again against Santiago.
That's a 10 strikeout today by Santa Barbara pitching. After James, the quality start, got 8. Navarre, his first appearance back since June 24th. He picked up a K. Now a strikeout for Fino. If he's able to work around this leadoff single and keep it a 1-0 scoreline, huge with the bottom of the order coming up for Santa Barbara in the 8th. Santiago has an infield single and a hit into center. That's going to miss down. Ball 1. There have now been 9 hits for the San Diego Bombers in this game.
Really, if you look at it that way, maybe deserve to have a little bit more than just 1 run on the board, but the pitching's been shut down and, coming up in clutch situations, and strike there for Fino.
And you look on the other side for Santa Barbara, just 4 scattered hits. Haven't had multi-hit inning in this game. They only had 2 base runners on 1 occasion. Leadoff walk in the 6th and had 1 out single. Here's a 1-1. Down the right field line, drawing well hit. That ball is fair, and it hops over the right field fence. An automatic double, and a run's going to come in to score. It is now a 2-0 lead for the Bombers. The double by Santiago plates Bonham. 2-0 in the 8th.
Yeah, tough right there. Just stayed fair and hopped over the wall. Big run for the Bombers.
San Diego able to double their lead. A 2-out hit. That's going to bring up Aiden Harrison. Man at second, 2 gone and a run in. That's inside from Fino. Ball 1. Fino looking to get out of this inning. Remember, Santa Barbara will have Farr, Gambardella, Paul. Bottom 3 next. 1-0. That's away for ball 2.
Harrison had that walk in the last inning.
Mm-hmm. After we went 6 scoreless, run in the 7th and a run in the 8th now for the Bombers. And a favorable count for Harrison, who's brought home 1 run this CCL season. 2-0 pitch. Left side, here is Easton Mumont, takes a funny hop and able to reach is Harrison to continue the inning. Harrison reaching for the 3rd time today. Will go down as an E5.
Both of them wanted to make that play, and Mumont kind of took a couple funny hops. Just couldn't get it. Really tough for Easton.
We'll have a pinch hitter now to hit at the 8th spot from Min So Jang.
Jack Mullen.
For the Bomber. Returning Jack Mullen.
So Mullen will hit. Jang went 0 for 3. Now runners on the corners. 1 run in. Huge spot here for Tyler Fino. First pitch will miss inside to the pinch hitter Mullen.
Huge spot indeed. Elected for the pinch hitter here, and Mullen, solid bat for sure. Some good power on him.
Down and foul outside of third base for strike 1.
See that power there. Liner just went foul.
Mullen has already faced Fino this season. Back on the 21st. Just saw him once. Had a fly out to center. Fino pitched the last time these two teams played on the 21st. Runners on the corners, 2 down. Comes a 1-1 pitch to Mullen. On the inside corner. Strike 2.
Big strike. Got to do it again.
Should Mullen reach Griffin Zitko on deck for the Bombers. It's a 2-0 lead with a run scored. Here comes a 1-2 pitch to Jack Mullen. Strikes him out, and Fino able to get out of the inning, just giving up 1 run. But the Bombers have doubled their lead. Into the bottom of the 8th we go, 2-0, San Diego. Santa Barbara Airport has 5 airlines: American, Alaska, Delta Air, Southwest, and United, with 12 direct destinations from Santa Barbara to Atlanta, Dallas, Denver, Las Vegas, Oakland, Los Angeles, Salt Lake City, Portland, San Francisco, Phoenix, Seattle, and Sacramento. With 23 daily departures from Santa Barbara, SBA's newest daily service on Delta Airlines to Atlanta and Salt Lake City can ensure that you can get anywhere in the world in just one stop. SBA is proud to join over 200 airports around the world in the Hidden Disabilities Sunflower Program. Passengers with a disability can opt into the program, and in doing so, trained staff at SBA will be there to provide additional level of customer service. You can learn more at www.flysba.com. Once again, you can learn more and book your flights today from Santa Barbara at www.flysba.com. Bottom of the 8th inning, in Santa Barbara have work to do, trailing by 2 runs. New arm is coming in, Willis Lacey. He'll face Far Gambardella Paul.
A lot of pressure for both Lacey and the guys he's facing. Lock in.
First pitch to Sawyer, down low, and Sawyer is 2 for 2 today. 2 infield singles for the shortstop. He has 2 of the 4 Forster hits.
Couple of, one of the better guys here in the back end of the order. Really, Sawyer Farr, one of those guys that's bounced around a lot in the lineup. We've seen him hitting as high as 2, maybe in the one game or so as the leadoff man. And, a lot of the times hitting the middle part of the order now in the back end.
1-1 the count for Sawyer Farr. That's off to the left now to play. Strike 2. And we have seen Willis Lacey against the Forsters this season. Back on June 14th, pitched an inning, no hits, no runs. He walked 1 and struck out 1. On that occasion, a 6-pitcher day for the San Diego Bombers. One-two pitch to Farr is away, 2-2.
Big thing is for Farr to be patient in this at-bat. For Lacey to give him something.
2-2 pitch. Upstairs, full count, and you have to give a lot of credit to Charlie Adamson today for the Bombers. 4 innings, 1 hit, no runs, 2 walks, and 1 strikeout.
Really impressive day from the reliever.
Count is now full, and that is ball 4. Sawyer Farr reaches for the 3rd time today. A leadoff walk starts the 8th.
Now batting, brought to you by
Lacey,
Home Mortgage.
last time he faced the Foresters, did give up a walk.
Wins.
And And his really, lone poor performance of the summer, a 2-inning affair and a 2-inning outing against the Riptide, gave up 5 runs in a large part to his inability to, find the zone, 4 walks in that end, and already won here, and it's his first batter faced.
It's a first pitch ball to Vince Gambardella. In the bullpen, even though he's outside your picture, not as lined up as men are having to warm up themselves and get ready to come in this game later. It's been a fantastic sight seeing all the support for Vince, who's gone 0 for 2, a fly out to left, ground out to second, but he's got a great runner at first. That is ball 2, so after a walk, Lacey falls behind 2-0 to Vince Gambardella.
Yeah, Farr definitely a really good runner there at first. And quick little mound visit for Willis Lacey, who's been a little all over the place to start today.
There are men that are warming up. Or the Bombers down in their bullpen, no one tossing currently, but Lacey just entering this game. You imagine a pretty short leash with the tying run at the plate. One thing for Vince, especially in the early goings of the season, when we saw him oscillate as the catcher, Brady Dalmore and even Graham Madrid Murray, entering today the on-base percentage, .611. It's one game early in the season where he got on, I believe it was 6 times in one game. Next pitch well away after the mound visit, and now 3-0 for Gambardella, and things getting dicey here for Lacey.
Absolutely. He's got to find the zone here.
Mick Paul, the number 9 batter, is on deck. Bars at first after a walk. 3-0 pitch is ball 4. Back-to-back walks given up by Willis Lacey, and the tying run now on base.
After, someone at the Stars were struggling with getting walks all game, they've gotten 2 in a row here. First and second for Mick Paul, who's got to take advantage.
The pinch runner is now being brought in. Liam Keithley will run for Gambardella.
Something Keithley's been called upon a lot to do. Pinch hitter. He's a pinch runner, excuse me.
In terms of that catching spot, you have Zane Becker with the day off today. The batter is now Mick Paul. Sawyer Farr at second, tying run in the form of Liam Keithley at first. The corners playing in for the Bombers. Here's a bunt down the third baseline. Bonham's going to first, and the sacrifice complete for Mick Paul. Runners advance 90, second and third, 1 out.
Paul did his job. Sack bunt, now top of the order's got to bring these guys around, starting with Xavier Esker. He has some good pop. See it.
And Esker, off the first pitch of the ball game, base hit in the left, since then 2 flyouts, and the corners remain in. Middle infielders at double play depth. First pitch hits him. He wears it proudly and down to first base to load up the bases for Santa Barbara.
Flashed a little smile over there. I think he was pretty happy with that result. That's the protection. That's why you wear it. Just like that bases juice for Cole Chamberlain. One of the top guys who won this situation. You think back to that 2-run double against the Saints last weekend. Similar position. Cole's got to do something similar as a mound visit again for Willis Lacey here.
It looks like that's going to be it. They're going to the bullpen. The bases are going to be loaded. Willis Lacey, his day complete, and a pitching change for the San Diego Bombers. Cole Chamberlain's going to be at the plate. Bases loaded. Tying run at second with 1 out in the 8th.
During this time of record market highs and gradual economic recovery, it's essential you have someone you can trust. For 10 consecutive years, the Santa Barbara News Press Reader's Choice Poll has awarded Tremblay Financial Services recognition for the financial guidance they provide their clients. Tremblay Financial Advisors continually educate their clients with new options and financial planning tailored fit to you. For more information or an appointment, call 569-1982 or log on to tremblayfinancial.com.
Securities and advisory services offered through Centaurus Financial Inc., member FINRA and SIPC, a registered investment advisor. Tremblay Financial Services and Centaurus Financial are not affiliated companies. Investing involves risk, including potential loss of principal. No investment strategy can guarantee a profit or protect against a loss in periods of declining values.
Need a new copier for your office? Coastal Copy is the original copier dealer in the Tri-Counties and your authorized Kyocera dealer, offering complete sales, service, and supplies on a full line of Kyocera Task Alpha digital MFPs. And thanks to the latest in Kyocera mobile and cloud technology, we offer Kyocera's mobile print app, which allows you to access documents through your smartphone or tablet. Call us today to schedule your free assessment and quote.
You'll see a difference because we go the distance.
Call 1-800-995-8835.
The new arm for the Bombers will be Wyatt Thomas. Enters with the bases loaded, just a single out. Tying run at second, go-ahead run at first for Santa Barbara. And the batter, Cole Chamberlain.
Thomas is a really good arm for the Bombers, sub-2 ERA. Good strikeout stuff as well.
Chamberlain takes upstairs to start the AB, 1-0.
Coming off probably his worst performance of the summer, gave up 2 runs against the Barons back on July 9th.
Comes a 1-0 pitch. Grounded outside first, 1-1. That ball ricochets all the way into right field, halfway deep. Ball's hit hard.
Yeah, a lot of power on that one.
Chamberlain today a fly out to center, ground out to short. Base hit in the center. Tying run at second, bottom of the 8th. Comes the 1-1 pitch from Thomas. That's away. Great take from Cole. 2-1.
Thomas frustrated with himself for missing there. Chamberlain in a favorable count here on the 2-1.
Bars at third. Keithley pinch running for Gambardell at second. Esker first. 2-1 pitch in the right field. Derflinger is going to make the squeeze. And a play down at first base, but no one covering. Farr's going to come in to score. Keithley from second will go to third. No one was covering first base. The throw went there to try to double up Esker, and that allows Sawyer Farr to plate the first run of the day.
That is unbelievable, Hunter. No one was at first. Nobody was there, and the throw came in, and it was the right decision to bring the throw in because I think they could have gotten Esker out at first,
Yeah.
but no one was there to tag him, and just like that, run comes across the plate. Sturz just 90 feet away from tying the game with the winning run at second.
So Esker, after trying to get back to first base, realized no one was holding on to him. No one was there to receive that throw. Advances down to second.
That's got to get some life into this offense now. Take advantage of it.
First pitch for Easton Mumaw. Missed for ball 1. And it goes down as an E9. to advance everyone 90 feet and score the first run. 1-0 pitch is a one-hopper to the first baseman, Rocha, and that is how the inning will come to a close. The Sturs add the bases loaded, and Wyatt Thomas limits the damage to just a single run, coming in on an error from the right fielder. It is a 2-1 score. On to the ninth.
Lee & Sons Plumbing and Heating is proud to join the Foresters family of sponsors this season. I, Conan, a third-generation owner, was proud to coach for the Foresters for several seasons. Just like the Foresters are champs on the field, Lee & Sons are champs off it. We're experts in every type of plumbing and heating service and repair, from leaks and clogs to heaters and faucets. Strike out your plumbing problems by calling us at 805-965-9586. Lee & Sons, the champions of plumbing and heating. 805-965-9586. Stir it up.
Now into the ninth inning. The Bombers lead back to 1. Griffin, Zitko, Williams, Fishbow will be scheduled. A couple of changes for Santa Barbara.
Andrew Gardino, so awesome to see him back on the mound, and then Zane Becker behind the dish coming in for the pinch runner, Liam Keefley, and Gardino already firing in the zone. Just so great to see him back out there.
And if you recall, on the 7th of July, it's a game against Arroyo Seco. Here's 0-1. That's on the outside corner, strike 2. It was a 12-inning affair against the Saints, but prior to that, Gardino entered in the 9th and was pitching into the 10th. And he was holding his forearm in a really scary sight. And great to see him back throwing and okay. Here comes an 0-2 pitch to Zitko. Strikes him out. Welcome back, Andrew Gardino.
Welcome back indeed, pumping gas. He hasn't missed anything. This is, a guy who definitely a bit of a scare, but he's coming back here pretty aggressive, firing strikes. That's what he's done a lot this summer. High strikeout rate. 3 out of his 5 appearances, he's had 4 strikeouts in each, and that's coming out of the pen.
Back to the top of the order, first pitch strike to Williams, and that fastball sitting right at 94. Wheeling and dealing for Andrew Gardino, with Williams being able to reach base twice today. That's away at 93, 1-1. Remember, he had that RBI double to bring home the first run of the day for San Diego in the 7th. That was off the left field fence. Nearly cleared it. Comes a 1-1. Sprayed back. Strike 2.
Gardino just firing strikes, being aggressive. I really like this from Gardino.
And by the way, for Becker, who's now behind the plate in the 8th spot, taking over the catching duties for Gambardella after pinch runner Keithley. Struck out the first man, and now a 1-2 pitch, well wide. 2-2.
Woke me up, that's for sure. And right at us behind home plate.
Fastball coming in at 94.
Certainly looked like 94, I'll tell you that much.
2-2 to Williams. Just able to tap it. Do it again. That time Gardino went to the slider. 10-mile-an-hour difference between that fastball and the slider. But it remains 2-2. Trying to keep it a one-run game in the last of the ninth. That's called strike three. Back-to-back Ks for Gardino.
Such a nice feeling for Andrew.
That's a 13th strikeout today by Santa Barbara pitching. So 2 away. Base is clear, and by the way, for Santa Barbara, they'll have Clark, Kill, and Miller scheduled bottom of the ninth inning. First pitch located, strike one.
First pitch strikes again. So we haven't seen the Stars really do since James was on the mound of this game.
No balls, 2 strikes for Andrew Gardino. Gardino's working quick. 2 out. 0-2 pitch. He strikes out the side. Fantastic from Andrew Gardino. On to the bottom of the ninth. Bombers leading by 1. Clark, Kill, and Miller coming up for Santa Barbara. Santa Barbara Airport has 5 airlines: American, Alaska, Delta Air, Southwest, and United, with 12 direct destinations from Santa Barbara to Atlanta, Dallas, Denver, Las Vegas, Oakland, Los Angeles, Salt Lake City, Portland, San Francisco, Phoenix, Seattle, and Sacramento. With 23 daily departures from Santa Barbara, SBA's newest daily service on Delta Airlines to Atlanta and Salt Lake City can ensure that you can get anywhere in the world in just one stop. SBA is proud to join over 200 airports around the world in the Hidden Disabilities Sunflower Program. Passengers with a disability can opt into the program, and in doing so, trained staff at SBA will be there to provide additional level of customer service. You can learn more at www.flysba.com. Once again, you can learn more and book your flights today from Santa Barbara at www.flysba.com.
Need a new copier for your office? Coastal Copy is the original copier dealer in the Tri-Counties and your authorized Kyocera dealer, offering complete sales, service, and supplies on a full line of Kyocera Task Alpha digital MFPs. And thanks to the latest in Kyocera mobile and cloud technology, we offer Kyocera's mobile print app, which allows you to access documents through your smartphone or tablet. Call us today to schedule your free assessment and quote.
You'll see a difference because we go the distance.
Call 1-800-995-8835.
Now into the bottom of the ninth inning, and Santa Barbara will have 4, 5, and 6 scheduled. And Wyatt Thomas remains in this ball game. He took over in a tough situation in the 8th, limited the damage to 1 run, and is a 2-1 score line, trying to get the tying run on base.
Yeah, and no one better to start it off than Brenton Clark, the game-winning run from a couple days ago, leading off the ninth here.
Big breaking ball at 90 miles an hour for strike 1.
A lot of movement for 90. Oh, my
For
goodness.
70, pardon
For
me.
70.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's fine.
I was like, that's major league quality if it was 90 with that much movement.
1-1 at 90, stamped in my brain from Gardino's.
I was going to say, 94, you could tell that looked like 94 when it went right at us.
To the right side, it is Rocha, and the Stars will have 2 outs to work with. Base is clear.
Yeah, tough for
Now batting
Brenton
for the
Clark right at the
Foresters,
first baseman.
Center fielder, number 2.
Now you got to tighten up, TK.
Terry Hill the second.
Time run at the plate, and Terrence Kill It's lined out in the right when he's robbed of a base hit, fly out to center, ground into a fielder's choice in the 7th. Has his first look at Wyatt Thomas. Goes that breaking ball away. Good take. Ball 1.
Clearly liking that breaking ball. You know, he's gone to it most of his pitches in this inning. Why not? It really works for you. It can be really effective with that much break.
Yeah, if TK can get on base, the speed he possesses is a huge asset. Just a matter of getting on. He's at a 1-0 count. That's on his helmet. And Terrence Kill will reach base. It was the breaking ball and took it off the helmet. He goes to first.
Now batting.
Ducked down to miss it, and
Number 4.
it still plugged him. That's so
Miller.
tough, but it's like, yeah, tying runs on. Gotta be aggressive, trying to get something going here.
Was the breaking ball the slowest of the pitches. Glad to see Terrence okay. He's at first now, and that's going to bring up now Caden Miller. Winning run at the plate. First pitch upstairs from Wyatt Thomas, ball 1.
Tried to go with the high fastball to start it off, in case Kill was going to run on that first pitch.
10 stolen bases this season for Terrence. And a check over to him, rightfully so.
Cry of leave him alone from the dugout.
First pitch missed from Wyatt Thomas. Tying run at first, winning run at the plate. Another check on TK. Miller today's gone 0 for 3. Pair of flyouts and went into a double play. 3 straight checks on Terrence Kill. The winds are blowing out towards right center. Comes the 1-0 pitch. A high strike, 1-1.
Good take there. I like that from Miller. It was up in the zone. Hard to do much of that.
On deck is Sawyer Farr. 1-1 remains for Miller.
Really making sure Kill stays there at first. Having his 4th time checking in on him.
Comes the 1-1 pitch. Right side, and the first baseman, a little bit of a fumble. He's just going to get the out at first. Down to second. Kill. He looked like he was going to try to gun it over to second, but gets the secured second out.
Yeah, that was what it was trying to do there, and it would have been tough getting Kill out at second, but
Number 5.
might as well go for the easy second and see if trust your pitcher to get that final out.
Tying run now in scoring position. With the speed of TK, you figure most hits into the outfield. He's coming home, have a real chance at trying to plate a tying run, and the batter is now Sawyer Farr. To the first baseman, it is Rocha, and the ball game will come to a close. A 2-1 win for the San Diego Bombers. The Stars had the tying run at second and come up 1 run short against the San Diego Bombers.
Yeah, really tough one. Again, the offense shut down for Santa Barbara. For some reason, the Bombers just have a really good job of shutting them down. It's now their 2nd time in 3 games scoring keeping the score to less than 3 from the Foresters, and this time they get the win. Really, really nice job by the Bombers on that one. But crucially for Santa Barbara, you got the All-Star break to regroup. You get to see your guys, a lot of the guys I expect should be heading into that game and participating in the Home Run Derby, and get a chance to regroup for next weekend ahead of the trip to Wichita.
And there will be 4 games next week, so if you're in the area, be sure to come on out and support the Stars for the final 4 home games of the regular season. That is on the 17th. We will be back in action after the All-Star break. Be sure to check into your local listings. Should be on Bally Sports, the CCL Showcase game, airing on the 16th of this up-and-coming week. But once again, I'd like to thank and appreciate what Zach James did today. A quality start, struck out 8 in 6 innings, allowing no runs.
Yeah, he was fantastic today, and You know, it was just, and Gardino was great as well. It's just kind of the middle relievers coming in there where there was some damage done, and it really wasn't that much. But when the bats are cold and the other team shutting down your lineup, that can be the difference in a game like this.
Once again, the final score 2-1. The San Diego Bombers takes it over the Sturs. So, for the entire team, the entire staff, for Nate Martin, I am Hunter Shoemake saying so long from Santa Barbara. We'll see you after the All-Star break. We'll be back in action on the 17th, 4:30 first pitch against the Filipinos coming to town, take on the Foresters.
Thank you.